Hello everyone. I'm so glad you have joined me today. I love sharing my ideas with you and I hope I inspire you with today's creation. This week I'm focusing on the products used in my online class. It's the Freezin Fun class. And I use this adorable Freezin Fun stamp set. Oh my gosh, I love the images in here. They're so whimsical, so cute. And here's the card we're going to make today. Now, one of the other products that I used in my class is the Snowflake Splendor DSP, and I used it to make my waves. So let's get started. All right, there's our measurements. All right, first thing you need is a piece of Whisper White that's 4 by 5 1/4. That's going to make our background. Then you're going to take 2 pieces of Snowflake Splendor that's 2 1/2 by 5 1/4, and you're going to take the die, the edge die, this curvy die from the curvy dies. Okay, I wanted to use those to make my waves, and I just cut both the tops of both of those out. And it's so cute this way, but to get some interest in there, I needed another layer. Well, I can take a piece of Misty Moonlight, which is great for this paper, and I can cut out the same edge. But when I put it in here, I don't get any interest. It's the same wave. So what I did was I took a piece that was 3 inches by 8 1/2, and I cut out the first side. Then I picked my die up and I brought it down to the edge where I had cut it, and I locked it in. I locked my holes in. All right, and that's not right. Hold on. There we go. I locked it in, and I know it's locked in because I can see it through. But you can feel it because once it locks in, you can't move that die. And I finished cutting the rest of it. So now I have a lot to choose from. So let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to add our top piece on. And I think I'm going to add this one up to the top. All right. And I'm going to put this on with some glue. But I'm going to take those cute little seals that I colored and cut out, and I'm going to add some glue to the back of them because you got to work quick on this. So I'm going to take my piece here and I'm going to stick it down, and before it sets, I'm going to stick my other little seal up there and stick him down. All right. Now I'm going to decide, I think I want this one like this, but I have to make certain. I may need to trim, and that's fine. All right, I think I want it over just a little bit, just for a little bit more interest. So I'm going to do the same thing, and I'm going to put this edge even here. So I'm going to add some glue, all right, to this. And I'm going to take another seal. I'm going to add some glue to the back of it so it's ready to go. All right, and I'm going to take this and I'm going to turn it to the side only because I have a little bit more room. And I'm going to add this little guy over here in the water, and I'm going to stick him down. My doorbell rang, so sorry about that. All right, so we're going to put that down, and then I'm going to flip this over, and I'm going to use my scissors, and I'm going to follow my cardstock and cut this edge off like so. I could have cut it ahead of time, but I wanted a little bit of wiggle room just to play it safe. You can always use that on a tag on a card. All right, and then we've got our last piece, and I'm going to shift this down, and I'll cut this off also. So I'm going to add some glue to this and my last little seal so I can have it ready to go. And I'm not going to go all the way down on this because I know I'm going to be cutting some off. All right, so I'm going to come down far enough to give me some interest. And I'm going to stick my seal real quick in there, like so. And now I'm going to take my scissors, and I have glue all over everything. Oh my goodness. Where's my towel? All right, I want to get it off of here so I don't get it on my, excuse me, excuse me, on my mat. Now my voice is going to go. Oh. Today is one of those days. All right, now I'm going to cut this. By cutting your pieces larger than you need, you can also then take and use it at an angle, like especially those two in the back. You can angle it to get the waves that you want. But those little seals are so cute in the water. Now, to add some interest, I'm going to add some of the silver metallic edged ribbon. All right. And to get it to go the way I want, I'm pulling I tied a knot right over left, and I'm pulling my two ends north and south. I'm taking the north end, and I'm taking this and holding it, pulling it down and holding it. Then I'm taking the south end and going up and through. Oops. All right, like so. All right. And I'm pulling it tight. And that way my ends of my bow, well, it's my knot, will lay correctly. All right. Okay, so there we have it, and I can shift that over slightly. I'm going to add that to a Misty Moonlight card base that's 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. All right, and I'm going to pull out my glue. All right, now wait a minute, make sure this is even. No, it's not. When I turned it over, I could tell this side is up just a little bit. So I'm going to pull that one up, make them even. All right, and I'm going to add a couple of dots to my ribbon for the back so it'll stay in place. All right. And now to make sure I put this on correctly, I'm going to open my card piece back up so that that's my front, and I'm going to add this to my card base like so. Who knew you could use snowflake paper to make waves? But there we have it. And to avoid those naked insides and envelopes, stamp your cute little seal inside and color him. Have you signed up for my newsletter yet? Make sure you head over to my blog, click the link on the right-hand side, and subscribe to my newsletter. Don't miss my ideas. I share a tutorial every week. If you like this project and want to make one yourself, you can order the supplies from my online store. The link is below. Thanks for visiting me today. Have a great day.